Thank you, Tony. New details now in Rhode Island's landmark pension reform settlement. One of the state's most powerful union leaders sits down with us in his first extended interview since the controversial gag order in the lawsuit went into effect. Robert Walsh tells us that the settlement, while painful, was the best option for all parties involved. Target 12 investigator Tim White spoke with Walsh on a taping of this week's Newsmakers and is here with the details.
With the dust settling on the pension proposal, labor leaders are now reaching out to their members and retirees, walking them through how their retirement outlook has changed. While it still needs legislative approval, the pension settlement announced Thursday keeps 90% of the original pension reform bill from 2011 intact. Unions and retirees sued about 3 years ago to strike down the law. Did the unions lose?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think a settlement is the preferred situation in many cases when you bring litigation forward.
Teachers union leader Robert Walsh says while he thinks the settlement is a better option than going to trial, it's still a tough pill to swallow.
Our members took a substantial financial hit. It impacted the lives of retirees, it impacted the lives of active workers, and it feels like a loss in that sense. There's just no denying that.
In an internal memo written before the settlement vote and obtained by Eyewitness News, Walsh urged his members to vote for the proposal.
And for our members specifically, the unions, that brought this forward, it's doubly hard because they're so used to the contract being sacrosanct, the contract protects all rights. The very concept the government can take your stuff is hard for people to get their arms around.
Despite that, Walsh says just over 4,300 of his members cast votes. That's out of 7,000 potential voters, and 73% of them voted to approve the settlement. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.